fouled off. And I don't know, now my iPad is not working. So, all right, so it's 0-2 now at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled off, so it remains 0-2. And the first batter here, I'm going to have to move Gene out of my way. Oh, man. All right. Done. Let's play. Pitch. It's going to be fouled off again. So foul ball, foul ball, foul ball. 4 in a row. The pitcher for the Bulldogs, by the way, is Cat Marcus. Third base, Kinsley Rodriguez. Shortstop, Kenzie Carlo. Second base, Michaela Lujan. And first base, Caden Apodaca. We're in game 2 of the day for the Lady Bulldogs. There's a swing and a miss and a strikeout as the first batter strikes out swinging, and that was Alexia Candelaria, the third baseman for the Aztec Tigers. And crazy. All right, I'm getting a phone call from Pella Windows. That's why I said crazy. I don't know why they'd be calling me. I guess cold call still. All right, so coming to the plate will be Lacey Langford, batting from the right side. The rest of the defense, Caden Apodaca at first, Zoe Warren in left, Kenna Morrison in center, and Jenna Whitmire in right. For C.S. Aguilar catching, the aforementioned Cat Marcus. There's the first pitch to the next batter, Langford, high, ball 1. If you didn't hear it, the Bulldogs won in crazy fashion in their first game today against the Lovington Wildcats. I'll talk about that throughout. There's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Good pitch from Cat. Cat Marcus starting here in the playoffs in a must-win game. She's our 8th grader, and she is a great pitcher. We'll see how she does right now. She's got 1 out in the top of the first and a 1-1 count. There's a swing, ground ball to the third base, picked up and fired over in time. 5-3 Rodriguez to Apodaca, and that is out. Number 2 on the ground out. Good job by Kinsley. Scooped it up, fired it across, and 2 down. And that'll bring to the plate number 1, Reagan Bradshaw. She is the center fielder for the Tigers. And she'll step in here from the right side. First pitch, hanging a miss on a good pitch upstairs. Got her to chase it. Cat. So 0-1 on the big cut. Well, what happened there? I guess I was ahead in the count. So now Reagan Bradshaw comes up. That was actually strike number 3. I thought that young lady had already struck out. I was mistaken. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss for Bradshaw, strike 1. On deck is Henry, and in the whole yellow, Cheyenne yellow for the Tigers. Here's the pitch, swing and foul straight back. It is the Aztec Tigers, isn't it? So foul ball strike 2. Reagan Bradshaw at the plate. On deck is Kamora Henry, the pitcher, and in the hole, Cheyenne Yellow, the shortstop. All right, Cat ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that is the top of the first. They go down 1-2-3, no hits, no runs, no errors. Aztec 0, bottom of the first. Coming up, we'll take a 1-minute timeout.
Walk by us, there's no way they can pass this.
All right, I guess we're back here, Bulldog fans. It's going into the bottom of the first inning. Artesia and Cat Marcus knocked them down 1-2-3 to start things off. We're playing the Aztec Tigers here in game 2 on the day for both of these teams. As Aztec beat St. Pius and the Artesia Bulldogs beat in 9 full innings the Lovington Wildcats 10-9. And I'm going to keep talking about that game as we go through this game. But leading off for the Bulldogs, the familiar number 2, Kenna Morrison. She's been in leadoff all year, seems like, for the last 3 years. She's leading things off as she'll step in to face the pitcher, Kamora Henry. Here's the pitch called. Strike 1. That was right down the middle. By the way, Pam and I are sitting out in left or right center field calling the game. There's a pitch high, ball 1-1 now the count. As Kenna Morrison steps back in on the right side, the pitcher again, Kamora Henry. I'll go down the defense after this pitch. On deck, Artesia Aguilar in the hole, Kinsey Carlo. Here's the pitch, swinging and a miss on a good fastball. Strike 2, 1-2 now to Kenna. Yesterday, this team beat Lovington to put them in the consolation bracket for the first round. In the first round out here, that ball really high, got over everybody's head. Ball 2, so 2-2 now the count. So we were trying to see how we could set up. It's very difficult here on field 1 because there's no sideline where you can set up. You got to set up behind, and it's just packed over there. Hard to get a chair. There's a swing and a foul tip back, so she stays alive. Does Morrison 2-2? The count remains. So we were up here yesterday afternoon and was getting a soda pop and lunch, and I thought, you can see from here up here where in center field, kind of see over the fence. We're trying it, and that's where we're at. Here's winding the 2-2. She swung on an inside pitch, fouled it down the line over to the dugout side on the third base line, which is the Aztec Tigers. So she stays alive, 2-2, Kenna that is. On deck is Artesia Aguilar in the hole, Kinsey Carlo. Henry the catcher, the pitcher, Lucio the catcher. Swing, and that's a little flare to the shortstop on just a little pop fly in the infield. Out number 1. Shortstop makes an easy catch, and that'll bring to the plate Aguilar. So we have Calamani in left, Bradshaw in center, and Phillips in right. Candelaria at third, Yellow at short, Langford at second, and Kaiser. Lucio catching, and the aforementioned Henry the pitch. She bounces it up there for ball 1 to Perseus. So they'll reset, and here's the pitch from Henry. That ball inside, but called a strike. I was calling it to tune. Umpire puts his hand up slow, and I really can't hear him. I'm sitting out 250 feet from home plate. So I have to wait on him. He's got a really slow movement of his arm. Doesn't put it up there very fast. That pitch was inside, but called a strike. So, again, looked off the plate from where I'm sitting, but he called it a strike. So, 1-2 now the count to Artesia Aguilar. Here's the wind in the 1-2. And that pitch was outside. Ball 2. 2-2 now to Perseus with Carlo and Martinez waiting in the shadows. Carlo on deck, Martinez in the hole. This is another win or go home game. High, ball 3. Full count now to Perseus. And the winner of this game plays immediately following it. So back-to-back games. The Bulldogs had a little break between the first one and this one, as did Aztec. But then winner of this game will play that ball down and in, ball 4. So the first runner of the ball game is Artesia Aguilar. She trots down to first. See if there's going to be a courtesy runner or not. I don't see anybody getting up. So it looks like Perseus was, nope, there comes somebody. But I think, and Gene sent me binoculars, and I didn't think I would need them because I was going to be sitting right so far out. I think that is Fuentes coming in to run for the Bulldogs. So Fuentes at first, courtesy running, and at the plate, Kinsey Carlo. The umpire telling everybody what the change was. Excuse me. So still waiting. Oh, man. Back-to-back sneezes, Pamela. All right, here's the pitch from Henry to Carlo. Right down the middle. It looked like it. I guess it was a little high. Ball one. We'll take it. I thought that was a strike, but it was not. So 1-0, Kinsey. Back in, ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on. Pop fly to the right side. That will get out of play. Over there onto the netting for a foul ball. Strike one. So in that game against Lovington, Bulldogs had 2 hours and a wild pitch. And we're down in regulation. Come back and tie it up in the bottom of the 7th to go into extra innings. Lovington then had 3 back-to-back. There's a deep fly ball out towards us, but not deep enough. And actually, it's kind of shallow. And the right fielder trips the second baseman, but the second baseman holds on to it. Boy, that could have been a bad collision. Turns out to be an out. I thought that was hit way better than it was. And the second baseman fades out there and makes the play for out number 1. Where did I miss an out?
Kenna.
Actually, I didn't miss an out. I just hadn't finished my scoring on my iPad here. So that's out number 2, and that'll bring Maddie Martinez to the plate. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on. Foul ball to the right side and out of play for foul ball strike 1. So it was back and forth in overtime. Bulldogs had to score 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th, which they did to tie it up. And then Lovington got their initial runner home in the 8th. We got ours home in the 8th. And they scored 3 or 4. Let's see, they scored 3 in the top of the 9th. And then we got 1 across because in the extra innings, they start with a runner at second. Swing. It's a slow roller back to the pitcher. She'll pick it up by first, and that will be out number 3 on the ground out. 1-3, the put out. So the Bulldogs, in their half of the inning, get no hits, no runs, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We'll be back top of the 2nd after this 1-minute timeout.
Hey Artesia, Cambria here from your local KFC and Taco Bell. If you're anything like me, sometimes grabbing breakfast is the way to go. But in our small town, it's the same thing again and again and again. But not anymore. We are now serving our affordable and amazing Taco Bell breakfast. We will now open at 7 a.m. with our full Taco Bell menu, including breakfast until 11 a.m. It's never too early for tacos.
Yes!
Our KFC menu will be available at 10 a.m. We are so excited for this new menu, and we hope you are too. As always, it's great to be a Bulldog, and we hope to see you soon at your local KFC Taco Bell.
All right, we're back here, and the batter leading off will be the number 4 hitter, number 8, Kamora Henry, the pitcher. Kat Marcus in the circle for the Bulldogs. Fouled off, strike 1. Fouled back to her right. Zoe Warren in left, Kenna Morrison in center, and Jenna Whitmire in right. Kinsley Rodriguez, Kinsey Carlo, Michaela Lujan, and Caden Apodaca. Third to first with Perseus Aguilar catching Kit Marcus. Here's the 0-1 to Henry. Bounced it up there. Ball 1. 1-1 now the count. Got an update from the track meet. Artesia Bulldog sophomore Marco Soto won the state championship in the shot put. So congratulations to Marco. Here's the next pitch. 1-1. That's high. Ball 2. Way high. Got away from her. There's no other state champions yet over at the complex at UNM, the track stadium at UNM, but lots of our runners have qualified for the finals tomorrow. The last update I saw from the Bulldog baseball game was 5-1 Goddard. There's a swing and a foul ball. Chopped it down and backwards for strike 2 to Kamora Henry. Baseball losing 4-1. Oh, that was, I think they were losing 5-1 last time I looked. Boys were losing to Goddard in the 3rd inning. So they'll be battling over there. You can, of course, be listening to that game on the radio or on the internet. Here's the pitch. Bounced up there again for ball number 3. So a full count now to Kamora Henry, the batter at the plate. chanting coming from the Aztec dugout. That pitch way high and outside, so not even close. So Cat had one get away from her. Ball 4 here with nobody out. So the leadoff batter, Kamora Henry, walks, and that'll bring number 20, shortstop, Cheyenne Yellow, to the plate. I have a courtesy runner coming in for the pitcher. Can you see that number from here? If she turns around, we should. So we have a courtesy runner. We think it's number 11. And sure enough, I needed it, and I left it somewhere. There's not a number 11.
Maybe 21. That was 11 on the.
Okay. Save. All right, so at the plate is Cheyenne Yellow. Here's the pitch. Fouled it back. Strike 1.
No, it's 44.
Okay, so
She turned. I finally got it.
courtesy runner is number 44, Christina Whitehorse, for the Tigers. Here's the pitch. Down and in. Ball 1. So when Cat has missed, it's been a miss. I mean, she's either 8 foot high or rolls it up there. So she's just, I'm sure she's very full of, there's a swing and the ground ball foul off the left side. Foul ball, strike 2. I'm sure she's packed with, what's the word I'm looking for?
Anxiety.
Well, I don't know, anxiety, maybe. But it is a win or go home game. And just being an 8th grader. Nerves, that's what I was trying to say. But she's doing pretty good. Cat Marcus, she's got a great defense behind her. All right, here's the wind in the pitch. Good pitch, fouled. Well, that's fit out to left right field, actually. Caught out there by Gina Whitmire. She went hard to her left and made the play. I thought that was going to go foul, but it did not. And so out on the pop fly out to left. I mean to right. I said left. I meant right. So Gina Whitmire over there in right field makes the play. The runner goes back to first, and that's out number 1 here in the top of the second inning, which brings number 10, Cammie Lucio, to the plate. Cammie is the catcher for the Tigers. Here's the wind in the pitch. High and away, ball 1. Bulldog defense playing pretty much straight away, a little deeper in right than in left. It's kind of a crosswind, not real big. There's a pitch, swing and a miss. Looked like a changeup. Nice pitch there from Cat. 1-1 now the count. To Lucio. On deck is Calamani. And in the hole, Kaiser. There's a swing, pop fly. Left side, going to be a long run, and she made the play. Great job by the left fielder, number 13, Zoe Warren. She had to run a country mile. She caught it on the run for out, number 2. Great job out there in left field for Zoe Warren. So the first base runner on first stayed where she was at, and that'll bring to the plate number 22, Elena Calamani. Right-handed batter steps in. Cat goes to work. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Great pitch. Kind of chased it. It was down and away. May have been a strike anyway, but she took a big cut and missed it, so for sure a strike. As Calamani steps back in. Where's number 22 on her jersey? Here's the pitch. Swung on. Foul ball off to the right side for strike 2 with 2 down and a runner at first base. And so I didn't say this to begin the game, but our girls still weren't. They're going to wear I'm sure, their uniform all day. They're going to win this one and then play one more and win it. White pants, long orange socks, and the camo jerseys. There's a swing and a drive foul on the right side, so the count remains 0-2. Camo jerseys with orange numbers and orange sleeves, orange belt, long orange socks, white pants. The Aztec Tigers wearing orange pants, black jerseys, black socks with stirrup socks with some orange on them. There's how they look. Swing and just staying alive. Spoiled that pitch. That was a great pitch by Cat, but she got a piece of it out there on the upper end and outside part of the zone. So the count remains 0-2. With 2 down and runner at first. Cat Marcus, our pitcher. Long look into Aguilar. Gets her signed, the wind, and the pitch. That's hit out to left field center. That's going to get over the head of Kenna Morrison. She's going to fire it in, and they're going to have a play at the plate. And, why did she cut it off? Oh, no. Coming and cutting the ball off was the first baseman off the dock. I thought there was going to be a play at the plate. but she cut it off, so the run scores on the stand-up double. And that's the first runner of the ball game. And that pitch, they were playing kind of shallow out here and got over the head of the center fielder, Kenna Morrison. So 1-0 here in the top of the second inning with 2 outs. That was a 2-out double. Great hit there for Kalamani. And that'll bring Madeline Kaiser, the first baseman, to the plate with a runner in scoring position at second. Swinging and a miss on a good fastball. Strike one. You know what? That was an old. She had 4 straight. She had a strike called and then 3 foul balls, and then hits that double with Kalamani. That pitch in the dirt. Well, it's actually turf on the field we're on now. Ball 1. 1-1. Good job by Aguilar to scoop it off of the turf. Keep the runner down at second base. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2 now the count. Thanks for tuning in here. We're on air at the same time as the boys' game. We're on Facebook. We're also, there's a pop fly out the right field, and Jenna Whitmire reels that in for out number 3. But some damage done by the Aztec Tigers as they get 1 hit and 1 run, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. It is 1-0 heading into the bottom of the second. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. We should have brought a pop-up. I would have done. That's first pitch shown in the bottom half of the second inning to Caden Apodaca is ball 1. So Caden steps back in and looks at ball 2 low. So 2-0 the count. Here's the pitch. That's high, ball 3. So Caden now with a 3-0 count. She'll probably sit red on this one. Let it go by. She steps back in. Aztec with the first blood. They have a 1-0. Oh, and she didn't let it go by. She hits a single between third and short. So on the 3-0 count, she swings at it and gets the leadoff single. And now an error as they tried to throw behind her at first base, and she moves over to second on the error. So over to second base on an error. That was on the throw. I was looking down. Was it on the throw or the catch over there?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Okay. Well.
Sorry, I missed it.
I hope we're not paying attention. She said. You said it.
No, I wasn't.
All right, here's the wind and the pitch runner at that pitch is called a strike, up and in, but called a strike. So I'm gonna just hold it because it's hard on you to hold it. Oh, I'm not going to want to do this.
I didn't think you were.
And the pitch swung on. It's going to be a looper into the outfield and going around third base and holding up. Good throw by the center fielder. Good hold over there. She had to wait just a minute to go, and so moving over to third was Apodaca. Kinsley Rodriguez with the line drive out to center field. Hits the single. And the Bulldogs now have the go-ahead run on third, or go-ahead run at first base. You can't do that.
Lord.
All right, coming to the plate will be number 9, Michaela Lujan, and I didn't get to that yet. So in the bottom of the 9th, we're down by 2 runs. We have runners on the corners. Michaela comes to the plate and proceeds to hit a 3-run walk-off home run to win the ballgame. First pitch called, strike one here in this ball game. Kayla will step back in. Henry, the pitcher, ready to go with runners on the corners and nobody out. Here's the pitch. High and away. Ball one. 1-1 now. So they count to Lujan. On deck is Warren and in the hole Whitmire for the Bulldogs. Kayla steps back in. The count 1-1. Henry, the pitcher, ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing. Chase one out of the zone. Up high. Michaela chased after it. Come up empty. So 1-2 now to Lujan as she takes a couple steps back. Now stepping back in on the right side. Bulldogs can tie it up as with nobody out. They got a runner at third in the form of Caden Apodaca. And go ahead as they got a runner at first in the form of Kinsley Rodriguez. Back-to-back singles. That pitch in for ball two. 2-2 to, that was your phone. Where is it? The pitch swung on and missed. Strike three, just down the middle. Michaela, I think, might have been looking for something else as she was way late on that pitch. So she'll take a seat and come into the plate. Will be Zoe Warren. So Zoe stepping on the right side, ready to go. Runners at first and third, one out. Here's the pitch. Strike one called. The outside half. So 0-1 the count now. And the pitch goes around the bunt. She does get the bunt down, so it's a squeeze effort. They're going to go to first and get the out, but the Bulldogs score a run and move the runner over to second. So that's a good play there by Artesia on the sacrifice bunt. 1-1 our score now. Pitcher came up and got it, threw it to first base, 1-3. But coming in on the sack and going to second on the sacrifice. The Bulldogs now tied up with 2 outs. And at the plate, Jenna Whitmire. Swinging a foul ball off to the right side for strike one. So a new ball will come in as I made it over the fence down here in the outfield right side. Jenna steps back in. Henry ready to go. Runner at second. Jenna can bring her in with the base hit. Here's the pitch. That was called a strike. I waited. It was inside. He did call it a strike. So 0-2 now for Jenna Whitmire. She'll step back in and have to guard the plate. 0-2 the count. And the pitch. Down and in, ball one. 1-2 now the count for Whitmire. On deck is the top of the order, Kenna Morrison, and in the hole, Perseus Aguilar. Bulldogs want to get a 2-out rally going here. Jenna, just the young lady to start it. Here's the pitch. Low, and he gets away from the catcher, but she should have went. It didn't go. So staying at second base is Kinsley Rodriguez. I said she should have went. Probably a smart play. You don't want to get thrown out at third. So Whitmire will call 2. And the pitch. Inside, ball 3. So a full count after being down 0-2. 3 straight to Jenna. That one was close, but called the ball. She steps back in, full count. Kinsley over at second base. Doesn't have to run. Somebody behind her. Here's the pitch. Swung on, shot to the third baseman. She'll come up throwing in time, and that is out number 3. 5-3 on the ground out. But the Bulldogs do get a run across and tie it up here in the bottom of the second inning. Off of 2 hits, 1 run scores. There was 1 error and 1 runner left on base. It is 1-1 as we head into the top of the third. We'll take a 1-minute timeout.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Sandy Stockton is right here in Artesia to help you select the right protection at the right price. Sandy will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Sandy Stockton, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology program at ENMU Roswell, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success. ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering students through hands-on skills training in a nurturing environment. To learn more, contact us today.
All right, Bulldog fans, we are back. They're having a meeting of the umpires in the middle of the field. Not sure what about, but they just met. And now they'll head back where they need to be. We're talking about something, just not sure what. So we're ready to go. Top of the third inning. And Aztec with Casey Phillips coming to the plate. I think they must have been talking about the Bulldog dugout because now Coach Polito is looking over there. Oh, Kinsley Rodriguez just now coming onto the field, so I'm not sure what was going on with her, but she's now out at third base. All right, so we're about ready to go. The batter, Casey Phillips, still waiting to step in, and now she does. Start the top of the third. 1-1 is our score. And here's the first pitch from our eighth grader, Kat Marcus, called strike one, caught the outside edge. On deck is the top of the order, Alexia Candelaria, the third baseman, and in the hole, number 22, Lacey Langford, the second baseman for Aztec. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got her to chase one. Looked like a little down and out, but good pitch, and so the count goes to 0-2 to Phillips, who is the DP for the Tigers. Batting in the 9 hole, she'll step back in. We're in the top of the third, nobody out. 1-1 is our score in a do or die game for both teams. That one too low, ball one. So good job there by Phillips to lay off. 1-2 now the count. Breeze blowing her, it would be really hot as it's pretty warm here in Rio Rancho. Swing and a miss, she got her. And that is out number one, strikeout swinging here in the inning. We had some fans over to our right, and they were nice enough to move a shade over us. We're sharing some shade now. So it's cooler with the breeze and the shade. Here's the first pitch. Top fly off to the right side, now to play. Foul ball strike for Tiana Phillips. So we're trying something new. If you're just now joining us, Pam and I are sitting out beyond the center field fence calling this game. There's the ball too low. 1-1 now the count. As it's hard to get right there in the middle of the stands. Set up over on the edges of field number one here, the varsity field for Cleveland High School. So we're trying it out deep in center, left center field. I'm right center field, I mean. Swing and a miss, strike two. 1-2 now the count to the top of the order. Well, wait a minute. This is the bottom of the order. Phillips. What happened here? Did I mess up? Well, I've got Casey Phillips at the plate. 2-2 the count. Yeah, I know. But they weren't batting back to back. Here's the pitch. High, ball three. So a full count now. So Casey Phillips, one out. We're in the top of the third inning. 1-1 is our score. And the payoff pitch. Swing. It's a flare out to right field. Coming on strong and making a diving catch. Jenna Whitmire with the play. Nice dive out there for Jenna. She missed it. The ball come out rolling. Oh, I thought she caught it. It ends up going to the ground. She dove for it. So a base hit. I thought she had it, but she dove for it. Got a glove on it, but it come out. So the base hit. Will bring us back to the top of the order. First pitch is a line drive out to right. And the umpire was in the way. Oh, my gosh. she come up to fire it in. The umpire was standing right between her and the second and shortstop. That's out of position umpire. She almost hit him, threw it at him, and hit him in the head. All right, so coming to the plate is number 1. Boy, something's wrong here with my lineup. I need to go to the lineup card. I must have somebody batting that shouldn't have been. First pitch, a ball. Let's see what's wrong. Okay. Here's the pitch. Down low, ball 2. Runners at first and second. Just got an update. Goddard and Artesia tied up 5-5, top of the 5th. Whitmire just hit an in the Parker home run. He's got a lot of speed. He showed it over there at the ballpark. So that game, the winner, Goddard Artesia, goes to the state championship tomorrow. That was ball 2. We have, I'm going to have to figure out how to undo all my stuff here because I had somebody out of order. There's the pitch. Throw down to first, not in time. Runner goes to third on the throw, and she is safe. What was that called? You don't know? You weren't watching? What was the call? I was looking down. Okay. Dadgummit. All right, let's see if I can figure this out. So at the plate is number 1. So Philip, swing and a pop fly, back and out of play. How many outs are there? Hit, ball, strike, play, single here. All right, so the count at the plate, swing and a miss, and that is strikeout for out number 1. And coming to the plate will be number 8, the pitcher, Kamora Henry. I'm playing catch up on my iPad because I had too many people batting. Third. All right. Next pitch is high and away, ball 1. So runners on the corners. And the next pitch, right down the middle, but yeah, it is called a strike. So 1-1 now to the plate. Kamora Henry, the pitcher, at the plate. There may be 2 outs. I think there might. We don't know though. I was looking down trying to catch up. All right, here's the wind and the pitch to Henry. Swing, a ground ball in the infield, pick it up, go to first, and that is out number 3, 6-3 on the foot out. Good play by Kinsey. Fires it over to Caden, and out number 3 on the ground out. So, no runs scored, which is a good thing. There were 2 hits, no runs, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. So we head into the bottom of the 3rd inning with Kenna Morrison leading things off. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Who?
Them.
Did they score a run in that inning?
Well, because when Apodaca cut it off, we were trying to throw it in the hand. So was that the first one?
Take your phone and text me.
I can't. My phone is hooked to your iPad.
Oh.
It'll drop.
Take my phone and text your phone. Yes, we're on break.
Hawker & Sons of Artesia, a company specializing in excavation and construction, is proud to support and provide construction services to the people and businesses of Eddy County and the surrounding area. With their expert knowledge of the industry, Hawker & Sons is well equipped to offer top-level service and professionalism to all oil field businesses, commercial and private parties with excavation and construction needs. Call Hawker & Sons today at 575-365-3175 or visit their website at hawkerandsons.com. Go Bulldogs!
All right, welcome back. Here's the first pitch to start the bottom of the third. Kenna Morrison takes the ball high. She's 0 for 1. She flew out her first time through. Put one in place somewhere here. Henry, the pitcher, and the pitch. Swung on. It's a little blooper in the infield, and out on the infield pop fly. Or out number 1 over to the shortstop. Which will bring us to number 2 hitter in the lineup, Artesia Aguilar, number 15. She is 0 for 0. She walked the first time through. So she'll step in with Henry ready to go, the pitcher, and the pitch. Laid off of a high one, ball 1. So 1-0 the count. And I hope I didn't miss a run. Pam went around to look. I think it's 1-1. Bottom of the 6th now in baseball, I think tied up, didn't get a score. There's a swing and a hit out to shallow center field that will fall for a 1-out hit for Artesia Aguilar. The single. Everybody giving chase but couldn't get there. Yeah. So that'll bring Kenzie Carlo to the plate. She popped up on the infield her first time through, so she's 0 for 1. She'll step in on the right side with a runner down to first base in the form of the catcher, Artesia Aguilar. Kenzie steps in. On deck is Maddie Martinez and in the hole, Caden Apodaca. Here's the wind and the pitch. Just a little bit too low. I waited because it was close, but ball 1. Oh, maybe. Did Fuentes come in? So Fuentes in, courtesy running. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Hard ground ball, but foul down the left side. Oh, that may be Nisel, number 6. So it's Nisel Jimenez, courtesy running for Aguilar. So she's at first base. And here's the wind in the 1-1. Bounces it up there, ball 2 to Kenzie. 2-1 now the count. 1-1. Do or die time, as was the last game. Bulldogs need to win to continue moving. Loser of this game is done. That pitch too low. Ball 3. 3-1 now to Kenzie Carlo. So she'll step back on the right side with a great hitter's count here. Here's the pitch. It's pop fly over to the other field for foul ball strike number 2, and that takes the count full with Jimenez over at first base, courtesy running, and 1 out. So the go-ahead run is at first. It's 1-1 if you're just joining us. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Swung and fouled to the other side. Will they get to it? Good job by the third baseman trying to get there, but just couldn't get to it. So foul ball keeps the count 3-2. It is a hot one here. In Rio Rancho. Swung on, pop fly, shallow center field. The shortstop will go and make the play for out number 2 on the pop fly. Good play by the shortstop. She got back there and kind of caught it over the shoulder. Made the play, which will bring Madison Martinez to the plate. So Nisel stays at first base. There are now 2 down here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and Maddie steps in. She's 0 for 1. She grounded back to the pitcher her first time through. Here's the wind and the pitch from Kamora Henry. A little bit too high and outside, ball 1. So Bulldogs looking to get a 2-out rally started here by Maddie Martinez. She has a runner on the base path at first base in the form of courtesy runner Jimenez. Here's the pitch, down and in, ball 2. So 2-0 the count. Are we ready to go? Here's the wind in the 2-0. Too low and outside, ball 3. So 3-0 the count to Maddie Martinez. A walk would start a 2-out rally. Wind kind of blowing across us here from left to right. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be called strike 1. So got an inside half there, did Henry, for call strike 1. And the wind in the 3-1. And he called that a strike, caught the inside corner for a full count. Maddie started to go to first, and he said strike 2, so full count for Madison Martinez as she steps back in. Henry ready to go. Here's the wind in the pitch. That's too far in, ball 4. So the 2-out walk will bring Caden Apodaca to the plate. She's 1 for 1. She singled on a rope out the left field her first time through. And she's got a runner at first and a scoring opportunity at second. 2 runners on board. Here's the wind in the pitch. Called strike 1 on the inside corner. 0-1 the count. And the wind and the 0-1. Swung on, hit off the end of the bat, but foul for strike 2. So 0-2 now to Caden. She'll have to shorten up and make sure she covers the plate. Don't let anything close get by her. 2 down, but runners at first and second. So the Bulldogs looking to take the lead as it's tied up 1-1 here in the bottom of the 3rd. Oh, and a hitter right in the midsection. She started to turn, and the ball just hit her. Looks like she's okay. She'll walk it off. Hopefully she's okay, but that loads the bases up for Kinsley Rodriguez. She hit a rope out to center field her first time through for the base hit. We got a timeout. Kate's going to walk that off. So it looks like she's going to be okay. So the base is loaded with 2 down. Aztec has an out at every base, but Artesia going to try to blow this game open. Kinsley looking to drive one somewhere. As everybody is reset, Rodriguez steps in. Again, she's 1 for 1. She hit a rope out to center field for a single her first time through. And now the pitch. High and away, ball 1. So 1-0 the count. She takes a couple practice cuts, does Kinsley. Now steps back in. Tamora Henry, ready to go. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on. It's a little flare over to the right side. That will be a foul ball as it got out of the park on the right side. So strike 1. 1-1 now for the count. They get a new ball out to Kamora Henry, and we're ready to go. Stepping in the pitch. Oh, called it a strike. It was up in the zone and inside. So that high inside pitch called strike 2. 1-2 now to Rodriguez. She'll be covering the plate, looking for a drive somewhere from Henry. That's going to be ball, and the throw down not in time. So ball 2 at the plate. Lucio threw it down to Candelaria at third base, but Jimenez dives back in safely. Just got an update from Gene back in the studio. Tied 5, top of 7, Artesia batting. Goddard, Artesia, they've seen each other a couple of times over the years. Here's a pitch. She held off. That's ball 3. It was high. Good job there by Rodriguez not to take a cut at that. Those high ones look good, but she held off. So tied up 5-5. Artesia batting in the top of the 7th. Goddard and Artesia. Whoever wins goes to the state championship tomorrow. There's a swing and a pop fly. Can the catcher get to it? Boy, what an effort. She almost got there, dove, but couldn't get to it. So just a foul ball, and the count remains full. The runners will be off and running, which they were on that pitch. So if she hits it anywhere where nobody gets it, they're going to be at least 2-run score because they'll be running on the swing. 2 outs, and the base is juiced. All right, so everybody reset now, or at least the batter is. Now the catcher, Lucio, takes her position. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing, and it's a ground ball up the middle, and the shortstop will tag second, and they will get the out on the 6 on the ground out to the shortstop. So, boy, the Bulldogs were threatening and unable to get it across. So as we head into the top of the 4th inning, Bulldogs got 1 hit, but no runs. There were no errors, and they leave 3 runners on base. We'll go to the top of the 4th, 1-1. We'll take a 60-second timeout.
Sometimes that dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive.
Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, are here for all of your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, a proud sponsor of Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 years.
I go back here in a bit. All over the place. Foul ball. Late. Ground ball, third base side, pick it up. Oh, it was foul. Alright, so that was strike 2 of the foul ball. Pitch just down and away for ball 1 as Cheyenne Yellow is at the plate for the Aztec Tigers. Here comes the 1-2. Down and in, ball 2, 2-2 now the count. I'm going to try to reset everything here. Got turned around. All right, here comes the 2-2. From Cat Marcus, and the pitch. Swung on, pop fly. Shallows in the field. Oh, and Kinsey goes and gets it. It just kept tailing away from her. It's from she caught it way on the second base side. It was away. As he kept chasing it, it was fading away from her. This wind here blowing crossways is going to cause problems for Boogie. But a good job by Kinsey Carlo to go get that. And that is out number 1. The next batter at the plate. Going to be a pop fly out to center field, and it's going to go to right. Boy, that ball faded a long ways, and Jenna Whitmire ends up camping out under and catching it. For out number 2. That was Cammie Lucio at the plate. She fly balls out to right field. So 2 down here. As coming to the plate is Alana Talamani, and here's the pitch. Swung on. It's a flare out to right field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Jenna comes firing it into first, but she does make it, so a 2-out single for Talamani. Little flare out into right field. And that'll bring Kaiser to the plate. Madeline Kaiser is 0 for 1. She flew out her first time through. And boy, there was a gust of wind that came through here, but everybody held on for their dear lives, and nothing blew away, I don't think. All right, so here's the wind in the pitch from Cat Marcus. Strike one called on the inside corner. I called it before the umpire did, but I was confident. He did wave up his arm. So 0-1 the count to Kaiser. 2 down, runner at first base. Here's the pitch. She swung, chopped it. Shortstop will pick it up, go to first base in time, and that is out, number 3. Good play there by Carlo, and a great play over there at first by Apodaca. The throw was a little bit low, but she goes down and gets it. So 6-3 the put out. And there was 1 hit, no runs, though, no errors, and 1 runner left on base as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Artesia and Aztec all knotted up at 1. Stay right there. 60-second timeout.
Congratulations to the class of 2024. At H.F. Sinclair Navajo Refining Company, we're excited to celebrate your incredible achievement. You've shown resilience, determination, and the power to shape a better future. As you step into new adventures, remember, innovation, hard work, and passion are the keys to success. H.F. Sinclair is proud to stand with you as you turn your dreams into reality. H.F. Sinclair would especially like to congratulate the following seniors of H.F. Sinclair employees. From Artesia High School, Daniel Aguilar, Kaylin Owens, Nathan Delgado. From Goddard High School, Mackenzie Phillips. From Artesia High School, Arturo Fernandez. From Dexter High School, Alfredo Benavides. And from Artesia High School, Olivia Nielsen. Here's to the graduates of 2024. Your journey is just beginning, and we can't wait to see what you accomplish. H.F. Sinclair, fueling progress, empowering futures.
We're back here. The first batter gets a single out to left center field, and that's Michaela Lujan leading off the inning with the single. So lead off single out to left center, and coming to the plate for the Bulldogs will be Zoe Warren. Y'all can see okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, so Zoe will step in. She's 0-for-0. She's put down a great sacrifice bunt her first time through. Now at the plate with Michaela Lujan at first. Here's the pitch. Down and in, but called a strike. Boy, that one was really on the lower half of the zone. Strike one. Zoe steps back in. Kamora Henry with the pitch. That one down the middle, but I guess a little high. So it was ball one. So those were backwards to me. The first one I would have called a ball, and that one I called a strike, but it was out of the zone, up too high, the umpire said. So 1-1 the count. And here's the wind in the 1-1. Down and in, ball 2 to Zoe. On deck is Jenna Whitmire, and then the top of the order, Kenna Morrison, is in the hole for the Lady Bulldogs. The throw over to first, not in time, as Michaela was back easily. So 2-1 the count, nobody out. We're in the bottom of the 4th, knotted up 1-1. The winner moves on, the loser goes home. Here's the pitch called. Strike 2, caught the inside half to Zoe. So 2-2 now the count, as Warren will step back in. And here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, pop fly on the right side. Catcher's going to go for it and runs out of room right against the fence. Hopefully she is okay. And she jumps up. First baseman helps her. So a foul ball strike keeps the count at 2-2. So everybody reset. Kamora Henry, the pitcher, ready to go. 2-2 count. Warren, swing. That's a line drive into left field. The left fielder will cut it off. That'll move the runner over. So back-to-back singles. Nobody out. The Bulldogs back at work here. And that'll bring to the plate Jenna Whitmire, sophomore, wearing number 14. So she'll step in with runners at first and second. The Bulldogs have left 5 runners on board so far, but they don't want to leave these. They want to blow this inning open with nobody out. Here's the pitch. Jenna pop fly, shallow. Second baseman will go back and make the play. So just a shallow pop fly, and that is out number 1 on the pop fly. Second baseman backs up and makes the play. So everybody holds up. Runners remain at first and second, and we're back to the top of the order with 1 down. Number 2, Kenna Morrison coming to the plate. She is 0 for 2. She flew out in the infield both times to the shortstop. Little pop flies. Here's the pitch. So she's due. She's going to roll that one slowly to the shortstop, but she's going to get her at first, but it moves the runners over to second and third. So the out is a 6-3 put out. But now the Bulldogs have 2 runners in scoring position, and to the plate comes the leading batter on the season, number 15 senior Artesia Aguilar. She led the team in average and led the team in home runs as well. And also, I think she led the team in RBI. So she's got 2 ducks on the pond, second and third, 2 down. She can drive them in. The Bulldogs take the lead. Pitch, high, ball 1. Throw down to third, not in time. Michaela back in easily. So 1-0 the count to Perseus at the plate. On deck is Kinsey Carlo, and in the hole, Maddie Martinez for Artesia. And now a timeout called as the coach for Aztec comes out and asks, are they going to make a change? Okay, we're going to make a change here. I'm just going to keep it here, Gene. I'm going to talk about that game we had against Lovington, but I'm going to kind of watch. Cameron, would you watch too and help me figure out where people go? So the pitcher, Kamora Henry, is wearing number 8. She's staying on the field. Let's see what she does. Are they making a change or she? Well, I can't tell what's going on. She's putting a belt on, for one thing. So she's putting the black belt on her pants. Maybe she's staying in, just going to put on a belt. I don't know. Aguilar is at the plate. She's got a 1-0 count when we resume play. All right, so not a change. Just the pitcher put on a belt, which I guess he wasn't wearing before, maybe. All right, so the count 1-0 for Cess Aguilar at the plate, and the pitcher is still Kamora Henry. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's a pop fly. Doggone it. Right to the shortstop. Man, Bulldogs have left so many runners on base. They do it again on the pop fly out. And we started off with 2 singles, and nobody comes across the plate. There was no outs, runners at first and second. And so we get 2 hits, but no runs, no errors, and we leave 2 runners on the base path. It is 1-1 going into the top of the 5th inning. We'll go ahead and take a 30-second timeout.
Forest Tire, mile after mile, we've been with you for almost 80 years. Nowadays, it seems like nothing is built to last. Phones, appliances, cars, computers. But the new Michelin Defender 2 tire is designed to outlast. With a quiet and comfortable ride, you'll have the confidence you need on the roads, whether they're wet or dry. So goodbye to short-lived and hello to something that lasts. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
On me because if I'm listening to it and calling on this. But y'all can turn it on. That'd be far enough away from me. All right, Bulldog fans, we're back here going into the top of the 5th inning, tied up at 1-1. And Artesia has left 7 runners on base, so they're going to have to. Hopefully, they'll clean that up here in the remaining 5, 6, and 7 innings. As it's tied up 1-1, and at the plate will be number 24, Casey Phillips. She is 0 for 1, struck out swinging her first time through. Kat Marcus has thrown 60, and this will be her 61st pitch here to start things off in the top of the 5th. The pitch, swinging and a miss, strike 1. Phillips is the number 9 hitter in the lineup, playing DP. So at the top of the order is the leadoff batter, number 9, Alexia Candelaria, and in the hole, Lacey Langford. Swing and a foul ball to the right side fence for foul ball, strike 2. 0-2 now the count. So an exciting game up down south from us in Albuquerque as the Bulldogs and the Rockets tied up going into the bottom of the 7th. Swing, it's a slow roller. Shortstop, Kinsey will pick it up, throw it to first, and that is out, number 1 on the 6-3 ground out. So 1 down, and the top of the order coming to the plate in the form of number 9, Alexia Candelaria for the Aztec Tigers. She is 1 for 2. She struck out swinging her first time through, but singled her second time. She's going to hit a slow roller right to the first baseman, Kaden Apodaca. She picks it up as she steps on first base, and on that one pitch is out number 2 on the ground out, unassisted to the first baseman, Apodaca. All right, so here is Lacey Langford, the second baseman, with 2 outs. She's 1 for 2. Rounded out to Rodriguez at on a 5-3 and then hit a single out to right field. Right center. Here's the pitch. Low. Ball 1. Kat Marcus has pitched a fantastic game so far, the 8th grader for the Bulldogs. She's given up 1 run and 4 hits. But that is really good in this high-pressure situation. There's a good fly ball, and that is going to be foul. It's given chase for Apodaca, Lujan, and Whitmire, but in the triangle out there where nobody could get to it for a foul ball strike. So 1-1 the count. Everybody will reset. 1-1, 2 down. Here at the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Flare out to the second base. Oh, she almost got it. Good effort there by Lujan, but she just couldn't get to it. Catching it on the one hop as she was charging in was Whitmire, but a 2-out single puts the go-ahead run on the base paths for the Tigers. And the number 3 hitter in the lineup, center fielder number 1, Reagan Bradshaw, to the plate. She struck out swinging her first 2 times through, so she's 0 for 2. But she does have a runner in Lacey Langford down at first here in the top of the 5th inning. And the pitch. Swung on, pop fly backwards for a foul ball, strike 1. Did you find it? How are we doing? Oh, okay. Oh, you're watching this. All right, here is the pitch. 0-1 the count to Bradshaw. Low, ball 1. 1-1 now. Count. The Aztec Tigers was cheering over there in their dugout. Swing and a miss on a good pitch there from Kat. I don't know if that was a riser or if it was just a fastball that was up. But big cut for Bradshaw. She comes up empty. So the count now 1-2 with 2 outs and a runner at first. We're at the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. She got her. That is strike 3, and that is out. Number 3. They get 1 hit, no runs, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Bottom of the 5th coming back. We're going to go ahead and come back in 30 seconds.
It's the big savings produce sale at Fenn's Country Market in Artesia. Large juicy mangoes, 99 cents each. U.S. number 1 russet potatoes, 5-pound bag, 99 cents each. Large Honey Crisp apples, 99 cents a pound. And juicy yellow pears, $2.99 a pound at Fenn's Country Market in Artesia. And right now, Pepsi Select Flavors 12-pack cans, 3 for $13 at Fenn's Country Market in Artesia.
We're back here as the Aztec Tigers finishing up their infield, finishing warming up. Artesia got here via a 3-run walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th inning against the Lovington Wildcats. Michaela Lujan hit a deep shot over left field with runners at first and third, and that was the difference. Walk-off home run, went extra. And Artesia advances. Aztec defeated St. Pius, who Artesia beat yesterday, to get to this point. And so with the 1-1 score here in the bottom of the 5th, Artesia looking to get some runs. They've left lots of base runners on the bases, 7 to be exact. Aztec has left 5. Kamora Henry, the pitcher. At the plate, Kenzie Carlo for the Bulldogs. Here's the pitch, down and in, ball number 1. Kenzie is 0 for 2. She's done 2 flyouts. So she's looking to get a base hit here. And the pitch. Swung on. That's a deep shot. That's going to be. Is it enough? It is not. Oh, caught it right at the fence. That wind knocked it down. Blowing crossways towards me where I'm sitting out here in left center field, or right center field. And I thought that had enough, but that wind, I think, just knocked it down. Big hit, but a big pop fly out. And so out number 1, right against the fence, the center fielder reels it in. That's Reagan Bradshaw. So at the plate now, Maddie Martinez. She's 0 for 1 with a round out and a walk. First pitch she sees called, strike 1 on the inside corner. So 1 down, bottom of the 5th inning, 1-1 our score. Matty Martinez at the plate. Here's the wind and the pitch. Down and in, ball 1. 1-1 now the count. And the pitch, she swings, a little looper, but the second baseman, man, she had her played perfectly. She was really cheating over toward first, and that's where it was. She didn't have to go very far, and that is out number 2 on the little bloop infield. So the Bulldogs now looking to get a 2-out rally going, coming to the plate. Caden Apodaca, the first baseman. She is 1 for 1, single, and hit by pitch. She steps in ready to go. Kimora Henry with the pitch. And that is going to be inside, ball 1. Right whenever he might have raised his hand, people walked in front of me, so I don't think he raised his hand, did he? Ball 1. 1-0, swing, and a foul tip straight back by Caden before strike 1. 1-1 now the count. As she steps back in, as Caden, 1-1 the count with 2 down. Trying to get a 2-out rally, get a run across. Here's the wind and the pitch. She waits on it and then fouls it off to the right side. Foul ball, strike 2. She kind of leaned in, waited. It was a change of speed of some kind, and then she hit it a little behind it, actually, because she was waiting on it. So the count goes to 1-2 on Caden. On deck is Kinsley Rodriguez and then the hold Michaela Lujan. Here's the wind and the 1-2. Swung on, pop fly back and out of play for a foul ball strike. And the count remains 1-2. Going to the 8th, tied at 5, Artesia and Goddard. Bulldogs coming up to bat. So they're pulling Artesia and Lovington. Extra innings at the baseball field. Here's the pitch. Swing, and that's a rope into left field. And it gets by the left fielder, so going to second base. And she will go and turn and go to third, and she will be in there for the single and 2-bag error on the left fielder. Good job running there by Caden. Good hit to begin with, and then the outfielder just bounced off her glove and got by her. And so the error was a 2-play error, going all the way to third with 2 outs. So again, 2-out rally going here was Caden Apodaca. And at the plate, Kinsley Rodriguez. She'll look to drive in the go-ahead run. She is 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. Here's the pitch swung on. That's going to be a base hit into left field. So that will drive in the go-ahead run. Rounding second base and then stopping is Kinsley Rodriguez with a great 2-out RBI single. And the Bulldogs take the lead on back-to-back singles. And then the error moved Caden all the way to third, which put her in scoring position. Errors will eat you alive. Lovington had that happen to them in the bottom of the 7th. They had 2 errors back-to-back, put Bulldogs on, and we ended up tying it up, eventually winning it. All right, so at the plate is Michaela Lujan. Big cut, come up empty, strike 1 on the swing. Michaela is 1 for 2. She struck out swinging her first time through and then singled her second time. So if you're watching here and didn't know at the baseball field, they're going into the 8th inning, tied to 5-5. That pitch is going to miss outside, ball 1, 1-1. Now to Michaela. Of course, the baseball game on the radio and the internet. Here at softball field, we're just on the internet. That pitch down and in. Ball 2 to Lujan. 2-1 now the count, with a runner down at first base in the form of Kinsley Rodriguez, who got that single and drove in the go-ahead run. It's now 2-1 Artesia. Here's the pitch. Swing and a chopper foul down the third base line for a foul ball strike. That takes the count to 2-2. And I said it earlier, but I'm going to say it again. Some of you may have missed it. We have a state champion over at the track meet as a sophomore for the Bulldogs. Marco Soto won the state championship, and that pitch was ball 3, so a full count now to Michaela. He won the state championship in the shot put, had a lot of runners get into tomorrow's championship flights, so the track team looking good. There's a swing. It's a ground ball. Third base picks it up, fires across in time. That'll be out number 3 on the ground out. 5-3 is the put out. But the Bulldogs, with a little bit of help on an error, get the go-ahead run across. So, in the bottom of the 5th, we get 2 hits. There was 1 run, 2 errors, and 1 runner left on base. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back.
Hey, Artesia Bulldog fans, are you ready to unleash the spirit of victory this season? Tate Branch Auto Group is proud to stand alongside the Bulldogs as they charge onto the field, court, and track. Just like our commitment to delivering top-notch vehicles and service, your dedication and passion for the Bulldogs inspire us every day. Visit Tate Branch Auto Group today, either in person or online, because when it comes to supporting the Bulldogs, we're all in. Tate Branch Auto Group, revving up the Bulldog pride. Go Bulldogs!
All right, welcome back here to Cleveland High School, where we go into the top of the 6th inning. The Artesia Bulldogs leading, and the Bulldogs over at the baseball field go 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 8th. Goddard batting in the bottom of the 8th, all tied up 5-5. Winner of that game moves on to the state championship tomorrow at the Sandia Park there across the street from UNM Lobo Football Stadium and caddy corner to the pit. But back here we got the pitcher, Kamora Henry, at the plate. She's 0 for him with a walk and a ground out. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a foul tip for strike 1. Good pitch there by Kat Marquez, the pitcher. And I haven't been given the defense. Warren, Morrison, Whitmire left to right. Rodriguez, Carlo, Lujan, Apodaca third to first, with Aguilar catching Kat Marcus. 0-1 the count. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Bulldogs lead 2-1. And here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss on a great pitch. Strike 2 to the number 4 hitter in the lineup, cleanup batter, pitcher Kamora Henry. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a flare over to the left side. Oh, and it falls fair as the Caden Apodaca put her hands over her head and kept running like she was covering up her head because she couldn't find it. And Lujan was there, but they kind of got in each other's way. And so it falls for a weird-looking single just out in the green here at the ballpark. So the leadoff single is the tying run now on base, and they have a courtesy runner coming in. I missed her number. But Kamora Henry will take a seat. Courtesy runner in for her, and Cheyenne Yellow at the plate. She is 0 for 2, a pair of flyouts to the right side. Swing, and it's a chopper foul on the left side for strike 1.
44.
So 44 coming in, courtesy run for the pitcher, and that's Christina Whitehorse down at first base as it takes a minute to get the ball back in. And now everybody's reset. There's the wind in the pitch. Bounced it up there. Good job by Perseus to keep that ball from getting by her. 1-1 the count, as Christina Whitehorse represents the tying run here in the top of the 6th inning. It's 2-1 Bulldogs. Kat Marcus with the pitch, swing and a chopper to the shortstop. All she has to do is step on it, and she throws it over not in time. I thought maybe Kinsey would just run across and throw it. She was about a foot away, and she tossed it anyway, so that really diminished the chance for a double play. But good play as we get the out at second base on the fielder's choice. So 1 down now. And a runner at first. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 called to Cami Lucio. She is 0 for 2. She's flown out both times she's been at the plate. As Kat gets ready to go, 0-1 the count. 1 out. Runner at first is Yellow. That's Cheyenne Yellow. Here's the pitch. Swing, and that's a foul ball. I was watching, seeing everybody's finally the umpire threw his hands up. So it was down the left field line. Foul ball for strike 2. 0-2 the count. As Cami Lucio steps back in. And here's the pitch from Kat. Swing and a foul ball back into the netting for Just a foul ball strike, so it'll remain 0-2. Set the plate. So the count remains 0-2 with one out. Top of the sixth. Cat Marcus ready to go. Here's the pitch. Got her to chase one. Oh, she foul tipped it, but it was caught. So she is out on the strike. Caught foul tip. And so that will be 2 outs. That'll bring Elena Talamani to the plate. She's 2 for 2 with a double and a single. So with the runner first, we don't want to let her get another double for sure. As that possibly would score that run. She'll be running on the crack of the bat with 2 outs. Swung on, hit well out to center field, but not well enough. Morrison will take 3 steps back and catch it, and that is out, number 3. So the Bulldogs get out of the inning, giving up no runs off of 1 hit. There were no Bulldog errors and 1 runner left on the base pass. So the bottom of the 6th we come with Zoe Warren leading things off, Jenna Whitmire on deck, and Kenna Morrison in the hole. Tied our Bulldogs winning 2-1. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
H&R Block of Artesia is proud to be a member of the community and a sponsor of Artesia Bulldog Sports. At H&R Block, tax time is all the time. They offer year-round assistance for personal or business needs. From simple tax questions to bookkeeping, payroll services, and more. You can trust the team at H&R Block to be there when you need them most. Stop by 502 West Texas Suite A in Artesia or call 746-3456 to schedule an appointment. H&R Block, proud to support Bulldog Sports. Se habla español.
All right, welcome back here to the ball field, and it's gotten windy, blowing us around a little bit, and it's kind of a crosswind, so it's not going to help batters. It's going to help the pitcher. I've seen that a couple times already, once for Artesia and once for Aztec. But we're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Bulldogs leading 2-1, and at the plate is left fielder number 13, Zoe Warren. She is 1 for 1. She had a sacrifice bunt and then a single that she ripped out into left field, her last at bat. She'll step in, ready to go, and something's going on as they're not playing ball here. I don't know what the umpire was doing. Huh?
The ump wasn't over
Yeah, the umpire wasn't over there. I'm not sure what he was doing. He still doesn't have his headgear on, but now he's getting it on. So Zoe steps in, 1 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch. That is just off the outside corner, ball 1. I waited because I thought he might raise his arm, but he did not. So 1-0 to Zoe as she steps back in on the right side. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back for strike 1. Good cut by Zoe, but she just missed it and fouled it straight back. 1-1 to count. Steps back in, ready to go. Kamora Henry, who has gone the whole way with the pitch. That's called a strike. See, that looked to me like the other one that he didn't call one, so I waited again. 1-2 now to Warren. On deck is Jenna Whitmire, and in the hole, the leadoff batter, Kenna Morrison. Here's the wind and the 1-2. Swung, and that's going to be a rope, but foul down the third base side. For just a foul ball strike. 1-2, the count remains. As Zoe Warren gets ready to step back in, they get the ball back in from the outfield. So the Bulldogs, we're going into the 9th inning, still tied at 5. Goddard and Artesia. Goddard unable to score, so Bulldogs coming to bat. And there's a big cut and swing through the pitch. Strike 3 on Zoe for out number 1. Well, Pam tells me it's not just Jenna at the plate, but I think it is. That's in for ball 1. So ball 1, I think it's Whitmire. I don't know who that is, Pamela. I don't know. I'm saying I don't know who it is. You don't think it's Jenna? We're way out in center field, about 250 away from the plate. And I didn't bring my binoculars. Gene carefully packed for me, and I left them in the back of the car. Strike one called. Here's the batter. So 1-1 the count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Big cut. Come up empty. Over in the on-deck circle is the top of the order, Kenneth Morrison. One down here in the bottom of the sixth. Here's the wind and the pitch. That's a little bit outside. Ball one. So 2-1 now, or 1-2 now the count. No, 2-2 the count. Sorry. That's Kimura ready to go. Kimura Henry, the pitcher. And the 2-2. Swing. It's a little blooper into up the middle, and they drop it and getting there safely. And then the ball gets by and gonna go. Oh no, she's gonna try to go. She's out at second base. What number is that, Pam? It's Haley Tucker. Haley. Okay, so it was a pinch hitter. Pam was right. I couldn't tell. So Haley is thrown out at second after reaching on an infield single. So Haley came in to pinch hit, and she is out at second. And now the top of the order, Morrison looks at ball one high. So a single for Haley, but then she's thrown out at second, trying to move over on the throw. There's a swing and a blooper to the second baseman, and that is out number 3. So the Bulldogs get a single in the inning. But that's all, as they are going to go into the top of the 7th with a 2-1 lead over the Tigers. Tigers got 3 outs here to get at least 1 run to keep this game going. They get 1 hit, but no runs, no errors, and nobody left on base for the Bulldogs. We'll take a 30-second timeout and come back here at Cleveland High School. Bulldogs 2, Aztec 1, top of the 7th.
We interrupt this regularly scheduled commercial break to bring you a special news update. Prices are falling and people can't believe what they're seeing. Here's Scott with more.
Scott Gilmore from Richland Dodge. Are you looking for a new vehicle? Well, make a stop and see the Dodge Boys at Richland. We have a huge variety of new and used vehicles priced to sell. And why not buy from Richland? You will get a powertrain for life on all qualified vehicles and become a brand champion, qualifying you for half-price oil changes, free towing, and many more advantages for being a Richland customer. Visit Richland Dodge on Southeast Main in Roswell. Right on the Y and right on the price.
The pinch hitter Tucker will stay in and play defense out in right field. Got an update from Goddard. If you're not listening to that, from the baseball tournament, it's going the top of the 9th, tied at 5-5. Bulldogs and Rockets. At the plate here is Madeline Kaiser. She is 0 for 2. Kat Marquez with her 85th pitch. Ball 1. Kimura Henry has thrown 104 in the same amount of innings. Well, no, I take it back. Yeah, we're the top of the 7th. Here's the pitch, high, ball 2. So 2-2 now the count to Kaiser. On deck is Phillips, the bottom of the order. She's the DP, and then we're back to the top of the order. Alexia Candelaria in the hole for the Tigers. 2-1 Artesia, 3 outs, and they'll move on. They don't allow a run or more run. That pitch called strike 1, caught the lower half and outside corner of the zone for a strike. 2-1 the count. Artesia scores a run with 2 outs, top of the 9th. There's a swing, a ground ball back to Kat. She's going to turn and throw to first in time. Out number 1 on the 1-3 put out. Good job by Kat Marcus. So 1 down, now down to the 2 final outs are the add 1 more. It's 7-5 Artesia, top of the 9th. The Bulldogs looking to move on to the state title tomorrow if they get this win over Goddard. And, of course, the Lady Bulldogs looking to move on to the back-to-back. We'll have another game following this one. Swing and a miss, strike 1 to Casey Phillips. She is the last batter in the lineup playing DP. 1 out here, top of the 7th. Bulldogs lead 2-1, and if they win this one, we move on. Swing and a ground ball to the second baseman. Michaela picks it up, fires it to first, and there is out number 2. So 1 out away from moving on. Good play there by Michaela. 4-3 the put out. And to the plate, the top of the order, third baseman, number 9, Alexia Candelaria. We're in the top of the 7th, and we're winning 2-1. My wife, who's sitting right hearing my voice, said, "What inning are we in?" All right, it's down to the final out. Here's the pitch. Swing, and it's a foul ball off the right side, out of play. Strike one. Now 8-5. The Bulldogs have a 3-run lead, top of the 9th inning, over at the baseball field. Bulldogs really deep in pitching. I don't know how many pitchers each team has had to use, but Artesia is deep in pitching, and so going extra innings. My guess is Coach Ortiz saved his starter for tomorrow, which I believe will be Dalen Pacheco, unless he had to come in today. But I know Nia Estrada started today. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul ball. Or can we get to it? We cannot. That's a foul ball out of play on the right side. So down to their final strike are the Tigers. 0-2 the count to Candelaria. She's 1 for 3. She struck out swinging, hit a single, then grounded out her last time. And here's the pitch. It's a line drive. That's going to be a base hit. Diving for it was Lujan. Whoa, and then we throw it and over the head of the first baseman from Tucker, but backing her up and keeping the runner at first was the catcher, Perseus Aguilar. So still down to the final out, but the tying run now aboard on the base hit. Good effort by Michaela Lujan, but just got by her outstretched dive. So Lacey Langford will step in. I just got an update from the track. Zane Bays, state champion in the mile for the Artesia Bulldogs. Here's the pitch, swing, chopper foul down the left side for strike one. So Zane wins state in the mile with the time of 4:25. Man, he's cooking. That's pretty good. He's the state champ. And the Bulldogs, 20-minute mile for Pam. 4-minute mile, 4:25 for Zane. There's a swing. And that's another base hit. It's going to go into left field. Zoe Warren will pick it up and keep the runner at second. But they're not giving up here. They're down to their final out. Going into the bottom of the 9th, the Bulldogs lead at the baseball park 8-5. Here it's 2-1 in the top of the 7th. 2 down, but the tying run at second and the go-ahead run for the Tigers at first. There was a timeout on the field. I was looking at texts. I don't know what happened, but timeout for a moment. Now they're getting ready to go. Did they bring in a courtesy runner or something? Don't know. I was looking down at text. My sidekick was sleeping. All right, and the umpire saying timeout. So we've got somebody. So we got a coach coming in to the Aztec player at second base. And so he's talking to her. Not sure if she heard something or if he's just talking to her about what to do here, because that run is the tying run. So he wants to make sure if something close happens that he gets her in. It looks like maybe she's stretching out though, but she's going to stay in. So she's staying at second base is number 9, Alexia Candelaria. So 2 outs, back-to-back singles with 2 outs by the Tigers. They're not going away nicely. They're going to try to tie it up and go ahead. They got the go-ahead run at first base, the tying run at second. And Reagan Bradshaw, the number 3 hitter in the lineup, she's 0 for 3. She struck out 3 times. Here's the first pitch. Swing, pop fly out to deep center. Going back, and making the catch for out number 3 on a great play. Kenna Morrison had to go a long ways, catches it right on the run at the fence. And that is out number 3. The Bulldogs continue their advance toward the state title as they win and go into the final game of the day to take on the winner, or the loser, of Gallup and Silver City. But that is out. That is the final score, 2-1. I'm going to keep it here, Gene, just for a minute and wrap this up. Artesia, or for Aztec, they get a run in the top of the 2nd, and that was it. They end up getting 8 hits, 1 run, 3 errors on them, and they leave 8 runners out on the bases. A complete game for both Kamira Henry. Kamira Henry loses. She pitched the complete game through 104 pitches, getting the win for the Bulldogs. 8th grader, number 17, Kat Marcus. She threw 96 total pitches. The Bulldogs score one in the second to match up what Aztec had done. Then they score their second run in the fifth, and that's it. 2 runs off of 8 hits, no Bulldog errors, and 8 runners left on base paths. Artesia moves on, and they will play right here on this field in about probably 25, 30 minutes. So stay here. We'll come back and have this game after the extra inning game over at the baseball field. Artesia was up 8-5, the last stat I got going into the bottom of the ninth against the Goddard Rockets. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in about 20, 30 minutes.